just said to get out here on the double.
This, boys. I know how busy you are.
Don't mention it, Doctor. Where do you want to go, anyhow?
Silver Hills, outside Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah, we know where that is.
There's a mountain lodge there. You happen to know of any chance?
No, but it won't be hard to find.
Say, Doc, how's Clark? We saw in the papers that he was working on some sort of an artificial valve for the heart.
My son had a breakdown a few months ago and gave up his practice. He's been living in the lodge by himself.
Breakdown, Clark? Hi, chum.
Hey, hello, Clark. If you boys don't mind, Clark and I have something to discuss.
Oh, excuse me, Dad. I have nothing to say that can't be said in front of old friends. Come on in, sit down. You're so comfortable.
Thank you.
How about a drink?
No, thanks.
No, thanks.
Dad?
No, thank you.
Well, I can hardly say I'm surprised to see you, Dad.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't of the greatest importance.
Now, if you're trying to get me to go back, just forget it.
You've got to come back. You're needed.
Dad, you can save us both a lot of aggravation. I know you came up here with one of your prepared lectures.
You better hear what I have to say.
No, I'm afraid I've lost my taste for lectures. Maybe I've heard one too many.
I'm not going to lecture you. I want to talk to you. You had a bad experience. You have to put that behind you. You did everything you could to save that child.
I shouldn't have performed the operation. I needed months more in the laboratory.
Every man with a conscience and a great discovery must feel that same way. But your discovery was ready. We never would have permitted the operation if it hadn't been. But the child was already too far gone.
You can't judge. You're emotionally involved. You're my father.
In that operating room, I was a surgeon watching a surgeon. I tell you, that operation was a success.
The operation was a success, but the patient died.
A doctor can't always conquer death, but it is certainly his most sacred obligation to always try.
I'm afraid this doctor has retired permanently.
Clark, your Penny is ill. She needs you. You must come home with me.
Penny?
Yes, very ill.
Well, she could hardly be in better hands than yours.
She needs you.
No, you can help her more than I could right now.
She picked up a virus. It didn't respond to any of the usual drugs. It was weeks before we could bring it under control. By then, it had attacked one of the arteries leading to the heart.
Are you trying to tell me Penny has the same condition as that Gregory child?
Exactly.
And you expect me to believe that?
I do.
But Penny has no history of a heart condition? And surely there would have been some sign of it before now.
Perhaps she had and we overlooked it. I can't explain that. I can only give you the facts as they are now.
I'm sorry, Dad. I just can't buy it.
Then come and see for yourself.
No, I'm not going back. You may as well face it.
It's too bad you couldn't have thought up something a little more convincing.
You think it was trumped up?
No, it was too much of a coincidence. I don't know why you ever thought he'd go for it.
Oh, as good as anything else. The mood he was in, I don't think he'd go for anything.
You didn't believe it either.
I knew why you were doing it.
Sorry, it was a wasted trip.
You boys spare a moment. I want to show you something.
Is my daddy coming?
Oh, darling, your daddy is way up in the mountains on a trip. And they couldn't find him.
You've been up in the mountains. You know how hard it is to find someone.
But you said you'd bring him back, and he'd make me well.
Oh, no. How about a smile for these two gentlemen that came in the Whirlybird?
You said my daddy would come in the Whirlybird.
Well, darling, I thought I'd be able to find him, but
Never coming.
Yes, he is, Penny. Your daddy's coming back tomorrow.
Now, Chuck,
He's coming back in a Whirlybird just like your grandpa said he would.
You can't find him.
Well, now, wait just a minute. Just because we didn't find him today doesn't mean we're not going to find him at all, does it, huh?
It doesn't?
No, sir. We can see a lot of things from a Whirlybird, can't we, P.T.?
Yeah. Anything that's there to see.
So don't you worry your little head about it. Your daddy will be here tomorrow.
Promise?
I promise.
I know you boys have to get back to the office.
Yeah, we certainly do. Well, you sure put your big fat foot in our big fat mouth.
I couldn't help it, P.T. She was just about to cry.
That's my partner. Heart of mush.
Well, don't worry about it. Dorothy and I'll think of something to tell her.
No, sir, Doctor. Don't you tell her a thing. We're going up and get that guy if we have to hit him over the head and bring him back unconscious.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up. I was wondering how we're going to do it.
Okay, Doc, we'll see you. I mean it. We're going up after him.
He wouldn't believe his own father. Why should he believe you?
I don't care what he believes. The next time we land here, Clark's going to be with us.
Clark wouldn't be much good to anyone unconscious.
So we wondered...
How about flying Penny up there?
Thanks for the assist.
Anytime.
There's a small hospital up in Silver Hills. We can take her there.
What do you think?
Let me talk it over with the staff.
Why'd you call us at the office?
All right, Chuck.
How do you like it, Penny?
I want to stand up.
Promise to sit perfectly still.
But I can't see anything.
You'll see it all on the way back, honey. You're going to ride up here with me, and I'm going to teach you how to fly.
Am I going home in the Whirlybird?
Well, you're booked for a round trip.
Chuck, when I grow up, will you marry me?
Penny, I was hoping you'd ask me.
How are you going to break it to him?
Break it to him? I'm not going to break it to him. I'm going to tell him.
Suppose he won't come with us.
Why borrow trouble? Anyway, Clark's not going to refuse to go into Silver Hills to see Penny. You can't think that's a trap to get him back to town.
Hey, take a look. The car's gone. Maybe he's in the village.
I'll see. Dr. Evans here?
Oh, he's gone.
Gone? Where? When's he coming back?
Well, he drove up to my place this morning and left the key. He said he wouldn't be back.
Oh. Thanks. Thanks very much. Clark's convertible on my side. What have you found?
I flushed out a few deer and a couple on a picnic. No sign of life on the road.
Okay, PT, I'll stick with the main highway. You cover the west road out of Silver Hills.
Roger.
Penny asleep?
Yeah. She seemed perfectly relaxed.
How is she?
Are you going to operate?
I'm afraid not.
But your father says you're the only one that can save her.
My father thought I could save another little girl, too.
Look, he told us some of the top heart specialists in the country watched your operation, and they were all in agreement.
I performed the operation. I'm the best judge. Do you think I'm going to take the chance again for my own child?
You've got to forget that she's your child. And remember only that you're a surgeon with the skill and knowledge to save a human life.
And if I don't believe I have that skill and knowledge?
You've got to believe it. Even if there's a small chance, you've got to try.
All right, say you're right about everything. Say the artificial valve could save her. Say her life is in my hands. My hands?
Wait a minute. Is there a possibility your father could perform the operation?
He's only seen it once.
You could be there with him. You could tell him what to do.
Dad, I'm sorry about...
I understood. Life often forces coincidences on us that seem impossible.
Ready, Doctor.
Make your incision between the 4th and 5th rib.
Scalpel. Hemostat. Tie. Scissors. Sponge.
Retractor.
Retract.
Now you're ready to start work on your artery. Work as fast as you possibly can. Start your incision above that tie.
Scalpel. Hemostat.
Breathing irregular. Pulse weak. Pulse is getting faster and weaker. Pulse is almost gone, Doctor.
Sponge.
Adrenaline.
Pulse a little stronger, still irregular.
More oxygen.
Pulse stronger, breathing irregular.
Scalpel. Smooth.
Here, put your head down between your knees.
What's the matter?
He's a little faint. His first operation.
Yes, we lose a lot of spectators that way.
How is she, Doctor?
I think she's going to be all right. In fact, I think it's perfectly safe to say patient and doctor doing well.
Thank you.
Hiya, sweetheart. We all ready?
I can't go home in the car. Chuck's coming after me in the Whirlybird.
Oh, darling, we can't bother Chuck and PT. They've got a business to run. It wouldn't be fair.
Chuck said he'd take me home.
Chuck will take you for a ride some other time. And won't that be just as good?
No, he said he'd take me home.
But he doesn't even know you're going home today.
Chuck knows everything.
Penny, now you're a big girl and you gotta act like one. And PT and Chuck stayed here until they knew you were all right, but they had to go back to work.
I knew he'd come. I knew it.
Did you tell him?
I did not.
Don't look at me. Penny, how did you know Chuck would be here today?
We're very close. We're engaged.